Hey everybody, thank you for clicking on the video. I'm out here in the same spot I was at in my last video. You know, there's a lot of dead trees around here, plenty of materials to work with, so I'm going to camp here again tonight. There's about a 10-minute hike in here, which is not bad for my big butt. So tonight I'm going to make a poacher's camp, and a lot of you may know what that is already, but I try to do something different with each video. The last couple of videos, you know, I haven't said anything. I've just kind of recorded, you know, kind of what goes on out here. I haven't said anything. Just trying something different. This one I'll definitely talk a lot more. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see. But I crossed 9,000 subscribers last week, and that's awesome, guys. I really wasn't expecting, you know, I've only been doing videos for, you know, maybe a year now, and to reach 9,000 already, that's I'm pretty proud of that, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. I thank you for that. Yeah, so but anyways, let's get started. We probably got about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of daylight left if I'm lucky. So let's get started. Now, to do this poacher's camp, there's a few different ways you can do it. I've seen guys make tripods, 2 different tripods, and then take 2 long sticks, put the sticks through the trash bags, and then kind of wedge it down on there. I'm gonna do something a little different. I've seen Dave Canterbury do this. I've seen a few other people do this, but I found a log laying down here that's probably about, I don't know, 8 inches in diameter or something like that. So to get me off the ground a little bit, I'm just going to saw that right in half. And I'm not sponsored by these guys, but it's called Filzer. It's a buck saw. I picked this up on Amazon for only 45 bucks. And it's not too bad of a price, I don't believe, because I've seen a lot of them on there that range from $70 to $150. But everything is pretty compact. Let's drop that just for a second. Okay. This will go through here, slides right through there. Let me tighten that up just a little bit. There we go. And then this will go through this, and then from there, slide that in there, slide that through there. Now the blade just slides in here, and then from there you just start tightening it up. I haven't cut with this yet, so we'll see how good it does. And I imagine after I start cutting on it, I may have to pay attention to this and make sure it's still staying tight. Get it as tight as I can. I'm going to put this back in there so it doesn't rattle so dang much. And then that's it. It's very light, super light. We'll see how it cuts. Alright, I'm going to cut it about in half here. So here we go. So far, it's a lot easier to use than them $10 Walmart saws that I always buy. Alright, let's get all this paracord out of the way. Needs to be somewhat on level ground. My old fire was right there. I'll push all that back. Let's see. Say about right there. Maybe a little closer. I'm not very tall. So we'll go with that. Let's move all this back. I actually might be able to use one of these right here for the side. I just need one more like it. We'll probably go, just taking a guess here. Let's say this will probably work. Get the guard off there, that might help. Should be able to break it. That'll do. Let's see. That might be perfect. All right, let's grab another one. All right. Now on to the next step. Now what I've got here is 3 mil thickness trash bags. I prefer to use 6 mil, but they're kind of hard to find. But these should hold me just fine. You can also use dog food bags. There's been many times I've used kibbles and bits, the 50 pound kibbles and bits bags. Those work great. But all you gotta do is just cut the bottoms off of these, and you slide the pose through, and then find a log to wedge in between the two, and it's actually a pretty comfortable night. Basically, you just cut the bottom off. This ain't the greatest knife in the world, but it does okay. Let me get it on here, that way it's somewhat of a nicer cut. Alright, there's one done. And this isn't the greatest knife in the world. This is just a $10 Walmart knife, but it's got everything I need. You know, it's got a pretty good blade on it. It's got a 90-degree spine, so I can use it on a ferro rod, and it's full tang. I did order a really good knife from the Pathfinder knife shop. I just think it's time that I start using a little bit better gear. You know, stuff that'll fit in my bag a little better, and stuff that'll last me a little bit longer. In the past year, I've gone through probably 3 or 4 of these. They just they don't hold a blade very well, or they don't hold an edge very well, I should say, and they break. But I mean, for me being out here, you know, just one night, this would definitely work. The knife that I ordered from Pathfinder, I mean, it is expensive, but it's only like 90 bucks. It'd take like 3 to 5 weeks to get it. They make them in Indianapolis, which is only like an hour and a half away from me, so I'm just gonna go up there and pick it up, and then while I'm there, I'll probably pick up a few more things. I mean, 90 bucks is a lot for a knife, but I've seen a lot of guys, they use, you know, $200-300 knives, and I'm sure they're worth it. I mean, just like with anything else, you get what you pay for, but you don't need a lot of really super expensive gear to be out here and have fun. A lot of the stuff I've gotten from Walmart. That bag, it's kept me warm many times. I got it from Walmart for like 30 bucks, you know, $10 knife. But yeah, like I said, you don't have to, you know, get a loan to come out here and have everything you need. All right, now from here, kind of slide these down here. Be careful not to rip the bag as you're doing it. Let's see here. Grab this other one, and I'll straighten it out a little bit better once I get this one on there. Pull my pants up here. Just a little bit. Now what I'll need is a couple logs to wedge in between to tighten everything up. We'll go find those now. All right, from there, you really got to wedge this in there. Sometimes it helps. There we go. It's a little loose down on this end. Let me see if I can tighten it up a little bit. It should be fine. So a little loose down on this end. That's the end I guess I'll put my feet on. Let's check it out, see how it holds me. All right, let's see how it does. Oh yeah, that'd be just fine. I'll have my mummy sleeping bag. It's almost the perfect length. Actually, it is the perfect length. Got lucky on that end. It's okay if it's a little loose. Hell, it might take me a nap right now. Here we go. Better not though, because I only got a couple hours left of daylight and I still got to eat. So I don't want to get up though. Whatever. Still got to put my tarp over this. I went ahead and moved everything back to where it originally was, and I'll put my fire back where it was last time. But I still got to get a fire going. I'm gonna do that before I get the tarp set up over. I'm gonna leave it low, that way it captures a lot of the heat. It's gonna get pretty cold tonight. I think it said the low is gonna be 29 Fahrenheit, so just below freezing. But with that sleeping bag, me being off the ground, and the tarp capturing all, I can't even talk, sorry, I'm out of shape. Capturing all that, I should stay pretty warm tonight, so I'll be back with you in a few. Alright, I think I might be ready. Alright, there's plenty of dead trees that have fallen everywhere, so I was able to get the limbs and get a bunch of smalls here. Smalls is what's called basically what I try to do is I collect a bunch that are no thicker than a pencil, and then I keep some that are bigger than my thumb off to the side here. And with this ground being wet, I put down some thicker sticks on the bottom. That way it doesn't, to keep it from getting wet. This is my bird's nest here, just some hay and dried grass and stuff I found around here. Alright, I'm going to use a Flint and Steel set. This is probably my favorite way to start a fire. Just because I'm kind of, I wouldn't say obsessed, but I'm really fascinated with like the pioneers and, you know, the backwoodsmen. I love Backwoodsman magazine, and every time I see the cover I think that this is the way that they started a fire. Got some char cloth here. Alright, here we go. There we go. Put it in the bird's nest here. I start off really slow, just kind of let it do its thing. There we go. Turn it over on itself. Put it in my fire lay. Woo! I'll take my eyebrows off now. At this point I can put on some bigger sticks. I actually won't have to cut a whole lot of wood tonight. I've been out here a few times in the past month and I still got a lot left over. So, but I will need to get a few more pieces. So, actually, I'll show you guys because I know you're gonna ask. I just got this new axe. It is the Council Tool Company from North Carolina. I got this off of DuluthTrading.com, and it's a 2-foot handle, 24-inch handle, and it's really nice. It feels good in the hand. And it comes razor sharp. A lot of times when you get an axe, you have to sharpen them. This is razor sharp. But I've already cut with it a little bit. It does a pretty good job, and yeah, well worth the money. I got it on like a Black Friday sale for half off. I think I ended up paying like 90 bucks for it. Well worth it so far. Cutting a little flat part on there, that way these will stand up. That's a good axe. Alright, now I'm going to let that burn down because I'm going to start cooking here in just a few minutes. Probably want it about waist high. Do a slip knot right here. And I'll put a little knot in the end of this line here hanging out. That way it doesn't pull through. Cinch that down. Let's see. So I'll go a few feet past that, probably about 4 feet. Alright, and then I'll just tie a knot in it. It actually needs to be down just a little bit. Give me 1 second. Let's say a few feet, maybe 2 feet from the tree is where I'll normally tie the knot here. This is a trucker's hitch. Alright, so go around the tree, let's bring it down just a little bit. And I'll go back through here. Now, at this point, I'll pinch everything off. Take everything, bring it over like that, reach through, tighten it. Now this can come through, so what I'll do is I'll just grab a stick here, and that'll stop it from coming through. I haven't been able to record a lot at night, so I picked up these little LED lights. I'm not sure if they'll make much of a difference, but we'll try. I decided to go a little lazy on dinner tonight. All I did was get a couple cans of Campbell's Chunky steak and potato, and as I was getting everything ready, I realized that I forgot a spoon. So I guess I'm just gonna drink it. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But like always, I'll get me some hot tea going. We'll get this on there. It ain't even that late. It's already dark. I think it's only like 5:30. But it's that time of year, I guess. Get the tea going. Put that over on that side. I don't even know if both cans will fit in this little cooker here. Let's see. It'll be close. I guess I'll just stir it with my knife and drink it or something. I don't know. Well, I'll have a little bit for later, I guess. I may have put too much in there. Hold on. Let me get that out of there. Okay. Put that right next to the fire. That shouldn't take too long to heat up. Oh, I had to make a few adjustments with this. These bottom logs here, they stuck out too far. They were a little bit too close to the fire. So I had to cut those off. That new saw I got, I'm glad I got it, man. It did pretty good. I'm hoping you guys can see this, because I haven't shot a whole lot at night, just simply because ain't no use when you can't see nothing. So, yeah. Well, I'm glad they come in small chunks in this, because I'm gonna have to drink this. Let's get that a little bit closer. Oh, don't you fall. I get a little bit of ashes in my food, that's okay. We'll move that guy off of there. And see, this has only been on there a couple minutes and it's already starting to bubble up. About done here. This should be good and hot, which is good because in the past half hour or so, temperatures dropped quite a bit. Whew, I'm about to let that cool down for a minute. I didn't bring beer today. Actually, I brought rosé wine. I didn't even know they sold it in a can. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I figure, you know, this channel's all about sophistication. I got Campbell's Chunky Soup that I'm gonna have to drink, and wine in a can. Cheers. That's good. Oh, and it's strong too. I don't know why wine is so stronger. I don't know. I'm not a wine connoisseur. Yeah, 13% alcohol. I hope there's no emergency to where I need to go home tonight. Because after I drink that, I'm not going to be able to drive. I ended up forgetting my gloves too. That is good though. I know I'm getting it all over my beard. It's a redneck bib. That's what it is. It's a hillbilly bib. That wasn't smart. There's mud all over that. Oh well, we're roughing it. Now I could have easily saved my back a little bit and just simply took these trash bags and just filled them with all the leaves that are laying around here. It would have probably been just as comfortable. But I've had this on my mind all week about what kind of video I wanted to do, so I've been saying I want to make a poacher's camp, a little raised bed here. So that's what I did. That's tough to drink that like that. You just kind of have to open your mouth up really wide. Well, I guess it's about that time where I read a book and then go to sleep. It's still kind of early. It's only like 7 o'clock or something. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. But I tend to always go to bed early on these trips. So I always try to read some type of book before I go to bed. And I've read this book probably 30 times. Bushcraft 101 by Dave Canterbury. I'm a huge fan of his. You know, a lot of this stuff, I've learned a lot of this stuff just by watching his YouTube channel. And I'm reading this again because I actually signed up for his basic survival class in March. He's in southeast Ohio, and I'm in Indiana, and the drive's about 5 hours away. So I'm gonna leave on a Thursday and then stay in a hotel, and then we meet up Friday morning, and I don't think we're done until Sunday. So that's another reason why I've been getting new gear. You know, I want to make sure when I get there that I got everything I need and good equipment. You know, that's one reason why I'm buying a knife off of them. You know, I know other people that have bought those knives, and they're awesome. So I just want to make sure that, you know, I have everything I need. And it's still a few months away, but I just want to be prepared and make sure I have everything. You know, I've got 3 months. You know, I'm going to get a gym membership. I want to lose about probably 20 pounds before I get there. You know, I've always been a big guy, and that's okay when you're in your 20s. You can still get around pretty good, but I'm in my 30s now, my early 30s, and I can tell it's getting a little rougher. You know, my grandpa, he always told me, he said, boy, once you hit 30, it just starts going downhill, and I didn't believe him, but he was right. So I want to make sure I'm in shape for that. I'm going to go, there's a gym just a few miles away from my house, and I'm not going to go all crazy diet and, you know, try to be Hulk Hogan or whatever, but, you know, I just want to make sure that when I'm there, I'm not lagging behind, you know. So, is that a turkey? Is that a damn turkey? I know there's a lot of turkey out here. Should have brought my turkey call. Have a little conversation with him. I make a terrible turkey sound. But it worked. She said hi back, or he, or whatever the hell it is. Oh, I got my wool socks on. My belly's full and I'm warm. Fire's going. So, should be a good night. I should sleep well after drinking all that wine. Whew. It's nice and warm in here so far. Let's see how long that lasts. But anyways, I'll see y'all in the morning. There's a saying in Indiana that if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. As you can see, I'm in a t-shirt. It's like 48 degrees. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. So I went to bed about 12 hours ago, and it was about freezing. I think I woke up around midnight, stoked the fire, and then a couple other times throughout the night. And I woke up a couple hours ago, and it was starting to get warm, and just in the past half hour, it's really warmed up. So, I mean, I know 40-something degrees ain't warm to a lot of people, but to me, that's t-shirt weather, as you can see. I love cold weather, though. That was pretty comfortable. You know, it's worth the extra work it takes to get that, but I slept like a baby on that thing. But I'm not gonna make any coffee this morning or cook any breakfast. I'm gonna get all that on my way home. I've already stomped out the fire, but I want to show you guys something. I'm always trying to think ahead, you know, as far as my next video. What kind of shelter do I want to build, and You know, what kind of food do I want to bring? Just things like that, just to kind of plan my videos out a little bit. But as I was hiking through here, there's this big tree that's laid down right here. It's pretty solid. It ain't going nowhere. I was thinking about maybe next video, I'm not sure yet, building like a natural shelter here, and maybe putting my fire right here. There's a lot of trees around. There's a lot of dead trees around. It's the only thing that really makes me nervous. But we'll just see how it goes. But this is my plan so far for next weekend. Maybe just getting a bunch of logs and building like a lean-to shelter off the back side of that tree there. I'm not really sure yet, but that's kind of my plan so far. We'll see how it goes. I've built a few natural shelters before, but I haven't made a video on them yet, so I think it'd be pretty interesting. Anyways, let's get back to camp. I'm just going to leave all this wood sitting here because I could use it next time I come out here. Now it's time for me to hike out of here. I had a good time. I can't wait to do it again. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you. I sure do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share and comment and all that stuff. Hit the like button. You know what to do. It really helps the video out a lot. I sure do appreciate it. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see y'all on the next one.